Hey there movie fans, I'm John Andersen, and in leading up to the release of Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales, I figured this was no better time than ever to start looking at the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, starting with the original.
Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
It was the first PG-13 film with the Walt Disney brand, and the studio would normally release their more mature films under their subsidiary studio, Touchstone. Now, I was only 11 when this film came out, and even I knew back then that this was going to be a much darker film than the traditional animated films we got in the 90s. And I would definitely say that the PG-13 rating is warranted, given the sheer amount of destruction, pillaging, and creepy imagery throughout the film. But given that the film was based on a family attraction, there must have been many discussions regarding a large amount of humor and fun, and I think the biggest hurdle that the film had to come over was adapting this theme park ride into a feature film. A feat not easily achieved. The plot circles around the crew of the Black Pearl, led by Captain Barbossa, searching for the last piece of Aztec gold to break a curse that has befell the crew. The final piece is in possession of Elizabeth Swann, who acquired the piece from the son of pirate bootstrap Bill, Will Turner. And what follows is a swashbuckling adventure of Will searching for the Black Pearl to save Elizabeth with the help of the former captain of the Pearl, Jack Sparrow. What really makes this plot shine is the broadcast of characters. Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow,
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow, has become synonymous with the franchise, whether that be for better or worse. He played the kooky pirate to a T, with his unpredictability making you question his every move, adding more depth to the character than just the traditional comedic relief. Geoffrey Rush's Captain Barbossa is not just a great villain because of his wicked personality, but the fact that he wants to end the curse for himself and his crew makes him more of a sympathetic character than most other typical adversaries. Plus, Rush looks like he's having a blast playing this character.
What are you looking at? Back to work!
Keira Knightley's Elizabeth Swann is unique in that she's not your typical damsel in distress. She's able to fend for herself for a large majority of the film, and though she has 3 potential love interests throughout the film, it doesn't come off as forced drama, but organic for the plot in the best possible way. Finally, Orlando Bloom's Will Turner is probably the least interesting of the bunch, with his straight-laced and love-struck attitude that walks the line of heroic and Boy Scout without being too ordinary. The biggest positives I could give this film over its sequels is its appropriate runtime, just under 2.5 hours, and its very grounded story with only the curse being a real fantastical element, which makes the movie a lot more tangible, just like the ride itself. The film also blends both practical and visual effects that, in my opinion, still holds up 14 years later, with great action set pieces and very well-cut action sequences. And finally, how can I talk about a Pirates film without mentioning its iconic score? And I would argue that it is on the same level of grandeur as some of the most famous John Williams scores. And in case you haven't noticed, I love this film. It definitely makes my top 10 films of all time due to its balance of tone, terrific characters, and grounded story. And that's why there's no doubt in my mind that Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl is a really, really good movie. And those are my thoughts on the first Pirates film. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to join me next month when we look at Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. And be sure to click right here to check out my last review on Martin Scorsese's Silence. And be sure to click right here to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, don't forget to watch the movies.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.